Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I wanted to come in and run my mouth for a second. Now, listen, we're gonna have an honest conversation today, all right? I hope, by the end of saying what I have to say, that some of you understand why I'm saying what I'm saying. If not, then that's cool. Might be one of those moments where we have to just agree to disagree, okay? So listen. I was over here, okay? And I've been watching House of Cards. It's a good show. At first, I couldn't get into it. And I was like, girl, it was only like 15 minutes. I was like, girl, I ain't watching this. I was like, girl, let me try and watch it. So anyways, I saw that, let me just read the article. It ain't even a full, okay. Blac Chyna tells court she was joking when she put a gun to Rob Kardashian's head and iPhone cord around his neck. And so I got onto the community tab and I said, we were all rooting for you. We were rooting for you. Remember that famous line from Tyra Banks from America's Next Top Model? And I was like, girl, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy, right? Like, I know you lying, Angela. Girl, I know you lying. And I asked, did y'all think, that this would change? Because I'm going to be honest, I was rooting for Angela. Once I started kind of like, not necessarily paying attention, but once I started realizing that, again, some of the blogs were reporting that, she was getting a step closer. I'm like, okay, well, girl, maybe Chyna ain't lying about what happened. I don't know. I don't know what was in that paperwork that they signed. But we're gonna have to just call a thing, okay? Hold up. As Blac Chyna's $100 million defamation lawsuit, I thought it was $300 million. This is according to Hollywood Unlocked. Against the Kardashians entering into its third day of a 10-day trial, more and more revelations are being made. Aside of Chyna's legal team claiming they have texts and emails proving the family got their reality show, Rob and Chyna canceled, Chyna's also having to recall the domestic disputes she and Rob had. One of the disputes includes Rob's allegation of Chyna attacking him under the influence of drugs and/or alcohol. Rob claimed Chyna tried to strangle him to death with an iPhone charger and said she pointed a gun to his head. Now that the trial is underway, Chyna claims she was just joking when she pointed the gun at her ex-fiancé. While testifying in court on Wednesday, April the 20th, Chyna addressed Rob's abuse allegations, which led up to their split and end of their reality TV show. Chyna told the jury back in December 2016, she and Rob were celebrating their show getting picked up for a second season. She said they began throwing money around and being silly. Chyna's lawyer showed the court a video clip from the night of their alleged fight, and footage showed Rob wearing a torn shirt. Chyna says Rob's clothes were ripped when they were playing around and she meant no harm. She also says he never asked her to stop or indicated that she was hurting him. Now let me say something. I have this little theory that, girl, I know everybody don't partake in recreational, a little sniff pass, right? I know all the girls don't do that. I'm not saying that just because you're in a relationship with someone who does it, that means you're doing it. But it is hard for me to believe that Chyna was attacking him while under the influence of drugs and alcohol. And Rob, you ain't never put nothing to your nose. Because for the word on the street is allegedly, Chyna like to, partake in a little sniff sometimes. So, but that's just me. I think if it's a Whitney, it's a Bobby. And if it's a Bobby, it's a Whitney. Rest in peace, Whitney. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to have to just call a thing. So they say Chris called, and we already talked about this. Chris called Chyna ghetto, and she called her the B word. I believe it. But I also didn't know until after I had said I believe it, that Chyna had pulled a gun out on Rob. Charlemagne the God said something that got my wheels to turning. And he said that if this had been, and y'all know I am pro-woman, hear me roar, but we're going to have to call a thing a thing. I'm also pro-truth too, okay? And we're going to have to just call it for what it is. If this was a man, I hate to have to pull the man card. If this was a man and we had heard that he had pulled a gun out on a woman, girl, the way that we will be cutting up and acting the fool, y'all know we would. Y'all know we would. Chyna should not get a pass. Like I said on the community tab again, we were all rooting for you. We were rooting for you. Some of you said y'all still rooting for Chyna. At this point, I don't care about Chyna or them Kardashians. I think both of them playing dirty, quiet as it's kept. Especially them Kardashians. But I think both of them got dirt underneath their fingernails. I think it makes sense. Okay, I'm about to make some of y'all mad. Just listen to me. I understand that we don't want the white woman calling the black woman ghetto. I completely understand that. But girl, we not gonna sit here and act like we ain't never called Chyna and Tokyo Tony ghetto. Blac Chyna and Tokyo Tony are the definition of ghetto. Now, we might not want the white lady saying it, but we're not gonna sit here and act like they ain't, okay? Tokyo Tony and Blac Chyna are ghetto. And if you pull a gun out on somebody, you ghetto. And you low-key dangerous. And if you choke somebody with a phone cord, you're dangerous. Now, I'm not understanding why we can't understand, and I hate to sound like I'm defending Chris. I don't understand why we can't understand why, at this point, Chris called Chyna ghetto and a bitch. If you was at your house eating some butter pecan ice cream, okay, and your phone ring, and it's James Jr. talking about mama, Tiffany done pulled a gun out on me and choked me with a phone cord charger, a iCard charger, whatever it's called, a cord. What would your reaction be? You would probably be ready to hop into your Nissan Altima and go over there and whoop on some ass. I also agree with Funky. When I tell you Funky, Dineva was getting into them Kardashians ass, girl. When I tell you, baby, he was on their necks. Do you hear me? They all ghetto. Chloe ghetto. Chris is ghetto. Kim is ghetto. Courtney is ghetto. Kylie is ghetto. Girl, Kendall, she might be all right. Girl, they all ghetto. Angela is ghetto. Tokyo is ghetto. And y'all know I go for Tokyo because Tokyo is just a kiki to me. Tokyo ain't my mama, so. Chyna pulled a gun out on somebody and it was empty. But girl, that's nothing to play with. We always hear these stories about gun, supposedly being empty, and then how somehow, some way somebody end up dead. I think it's wrong that Rob posted, those pictures of Chyna back in the day. I think that when they said it was a revenge porn. Like, there's wrong on both sides. That's all I'm trying to say. But girl, we not gonna sit here and act like pointing a gun to somebody's head is kind of like, oh girl, it's not that big of a deal. I think also a lot of people are probably just kind of like trying to sweep it under the rug because it is the Kardashians. You know what I'm saying? So it's easier for people to be like, oh, I don't give a fuck. But the truth of the matter is, girl, if this was anybody else, you would give a fuck. If this was a man and we heard a story of him pulling a gun out on a woman, honey, we would be outside with our picket signs trying to, baby, off with his motherfucking head. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, we can't. Girl, what is you doing? Okay? It's not cool. And it low-key makes sense, in a sense, even though it may not be, even though there's probably contracts and paperwork and signatures involved, it makes sense why Chris was like, oh shit, Snatch that show off the air. You done pulled a gun on my son? What do you think Sonya Norwood would do if she found out Princess Love had pulled a gun out on Ray J? Y'all already know a lot of these mamas still breastfeeding their grown ass sons. Hello, somebody. But you know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is like we have to really just think about this, you know, and be honest and say, if that was my son and my daughter and my son had just called me and told me his baby mama had pulled a gun out on him, bitch, me and baby, his sister, my daughter, we pulling up and whooping that whole ass. You know what I'm saying? That's what would happen in real life. Angela would got her ass whooped and jumped by either Rob's sisters, the mama and the sisters. She would have sent some cousins over there. But Angela would got her ass whooped in real life for pulling the gun out on somebody's son and wrapping a charger around his neck. Like, why are y'all so excited about getting a second? Like, I'm not saying Chyna is lying, but, you know, girl, why we acting... Girl, if True and the little babies, if True and Southwest and Northwest and, girl, Philadelphia and, girl, Revelations 1 and 1 and Genesis 3 and 5, whatever them kids' name is, child. If they wanted a show tomorrow, they could have a show tomorrow. You wasn't that goddamn excited about a show, especially Rob probably. Rob could get a show today if he wanted one. I don't know, I just, you know, it's kind of like how I feel about Nene now. Like, girl, y'all doing too much. Girl, y'all doing too much. Y'all doing too much. Y'all doing too much. Y'all are doing too much. Okay? Chyna pulled a gun out on somebody. And it wasn't until Charlamagne said what he said. I don't know why that made a light bulb go off in my head. But it wasn't until Charlamagne said what he said. Well, I was like, girl, Girl, I can't get behind this shit. Girl. I'm not even ghetto fish like that. You know what I'm saying? Girl, you pulling guns out on people? It's unacceptable. Anyways, y'all heard about Trey Songz? Bottoms up, girl. You gonna be bottoms up when you go to prison, Trey. When I tell you, baby, Kiki tried to tell us. And this is the thing. Even though Kiki was not violated by Trey or anyone in his party, her story showed us that he is aggressive. Okay? Woman demands nearly $5 million from Trey Songz for allegedly groping her breast on camera. A new woman is accusing Trey Songz, this is according to the Shade Room, of SA, and she has video proof allegedly supporting her accusations. According to TMZ TV, Megan Johnson sent Trigger a letter demanding that he pay for allegedly groping her at an event in August 2013. Along with the letter, Johnson provided a video of the alleged incident. Y'all see how this worked? Do y'all see how this worked? This happened in 2013. A lot of times when things like this happen, women don't say anything until it be that one woman who, who be like, girl, I'm sick, I'm telling. And then once that one woman tell, bitch, everybody else be like falling in line. It's like a domino effect. Now, that's how it usually, that's why when I get so confused when people be like, why somebody waits so long? Probably because they know how they're going to be treated. If a woman comes out and says that so-and-so did this to me, people are going to say, bitch, you a motherfucking lie. You a groupie. You a hoe. You wanted the dick. You know what I'm saying? They're going to say all of that. And so when that one woman comes out, then all of a sudden everybody else be like, bitch, I was at a party one time in LA and so, bitch, I was in Las Vegas, girl, I was in Miami and he did this to me. You see what I'm saying? This woman said this happened back in 2013 and it's video footage, okay? In the video, the woman and Trey seem to be having a conversation before he seemingly pulled down her bikini top, exposing her breast. He proceeded to chant, titties in the open. Trifling. Titties in the open multiple times before the video ended. Johnson is potentially asking for $5 million in damage. I saw some people online, because I think part of the video she started laughing. And some people, I guess, were like basically trying to take up for Trey Songz. Believe it or not, there is a such thing as a nervous laughter. I do it all the time. I really used to do it a lot. Like a lot. I remember one time I got in trouble at work because my manager was talking to me, and girl, I just started laughing, but she thought I was being disrespectful. And I wasn't being disrespectful. That I never could control it. I know it sounds weird. People who do that, they know what I'm talking about. It's not to be disrespectful. It's not to, some people will be like, oh, like in this case, oh, she lying. You know, she probably was nervous as hell. So it's kind of like, you know, it's one of those things because you don't know what to do. Trey ain't shit. Trey ain't shit. Everybody ain't lying on Trey. The girls ain't coming out talking about Russell Wilson or Papoose or Prince Harry. They ain't coming out talking about them. They coming out talking about these niggas. Okay? I'm just saying. Here go another one. Woman found, when I tell you, girl, what it is to be a lawyer, shout out to all the lawyers, honey, because I know y'all making money. Girl, when I tell you, every time I look up somebody getting sued, yes. Shout out to, baby, cash out me, $ hashtag right now. All right. Anyway, so listen. Woman files lawsuit against Von Miller for allegedly sharing a sexually explicit image of her with 2 celebrities. Trash. He look like his breath stink, don't he? Don't he look like his breath stink? Anyways, Von Miller is facing what seems to be revenge pornography lawsuit from an unnamed woman. According to court documents obtained by Radar Online, Von and the woman dated in 2020. In the lawsuit, the woman said Von sent sexually explicit images of them together in May 2020 to 2 well-known celebrities. Listed under Jane Doe, court documents say Von sent the images while in a fit of jealousy, anger, and rage. Apparently, he sent the photo twice on or around May 7. In an accompanying text, he wrote, "This is the bitch you want. You can have her, dog." Minutes later, Minutes later, he repeated the sentiment and sent the image to another celeb. The second time, he only wrote, "This the bitch you want?" Girl, like you got some ownership over this. These niggas' problems. We're going to talk about a story in a little bit. At this time, the woman is seeking monetary damages as well as permanent order of preventing Von from sharing the explicit photos. Her lawyer is calling the experience a cautionary tale for young women that date professional athletes like Miller that think laws do not apply because of fame, money, and power. Let me tell you something. One thing, I'm not trying to victim blame, because even if you take pictures or do videos, if you say it's not okay to put them out, then bitch, don't put them out. If I want somebody to be all in my business, okay, I'll create an OnlyFans page. Plain and simple. It's not hard, okay? So, stop taking pictures with these, because on Mad Day, okay, they're going to send them out to everybody. 2, Von Miller need his ass whooped. What? I just don't like, who are you to be, if you want it, you can have her. First of all, you don't own no fucking body. That's the first thing. The second thing is he needs to pay. He needs to pay. Whatever money she wants, she needs to get it. Stop sending people nudes out. Stop releasing videos. That's why I'm be trusting some of y'all punks. Okay? And y'all be want to come over, girl. You know it's OnlyFans era now, honey. They be wanting, you want to come over and film? Hell no. What the fuck? Girl, you talking about Hot Topics? Because that's the only thing I'm filming. I told y'all one time I walked into, this is somebody who I was like, this was like my friends with benefits. Girl, I walked into the apartment one time. Girl, why he had a camera? I saw something on the motherfucking dresser. I said, what is that? I saw a red light. swear to God. Saw a red light. He said, oh, it's my camera. Oh, nigga. I said, I'm about to go. He was like, no, I'm sorry. Why would you just assume that, girl, you could just set a camera up? What the fuck? What if I was Angry. Girl, like my friend Brittany say, my friend Brittany, she don't curse. So anytime she get mad at me or she get mad at somebody, she be like, I'm so angry. I remember one time we was going to lunch and I told her I was trying to finish up what I was doing. So I was like, girl, I did say, girl, let's go at this time. However, when it started getting closer to the time, I think I texted her at the time, like, girl, hold on. And she was up, she was standing by the door. Girl, by the time I got up there, she was like, I'm so angry. I'm so angry. Girl, shut up. Anyways, girl, I think I told her to take her ass back downstairs. And she didn't want to. I can't remember, girl. Anyways, child. What else? Oh, Sasha Obama is dating Clifton Powell's son. Remember Pinky from the X-Files? What's up, knuckle? What's up, knuckle? What's up, knuckle? Girl, yes. Girl, Sasha got her 100 because he is a little cutie. He's a little cutie. Girl, Sasha Obama, we see you, sis. She's dating Clifton Powell Jr. He's a former college basketball player. He now works as a commercial director creating content for Nike and Peloton. Girl, yes, girl. Mama said she got her a working man. I know that's right. And you know he probably decent too. Because I doubt Michelle. Girl, all that goddamn background. All that goddamn background girl searching they was doing. So I'm thinking he probably all right. Because I don't think Michelle and Barack gonna go for no fuck nigga at their house. So shout out to Sasha for having her a little cutie patootie. Shout out to Michelle. Girl, Clifton Powell, girl, come on. He cute, right? He a little cutie. Look at him. He a little cutie, girl. No wonder why the other day Michelle Obama was talking about her daughter's bringing home grown men now. Not like it's a grown, but when I first read it, I was like, what the fuck is Michelle? I ain't gonna lie. When I first read it, I was like, what the fuck is Michelle talking about? Right? But then I realized, like, she basically said, like, now they're grown, and now they're also bringing home grown men, basically. But that's cute. Shout out to Sasha, honey. I ain't mad at her. Yes, ma'am. Omarosa Manigault Newman awarded $1.3 million in legal fees from Trump campaign. 2016, Omarosa, former staffer on Donald Trump's 2016 campaign, was awarded more than $1.3 million in attorney's fees and costs this week after previously prevailing in a feud over whether she had violated a Trump campaign non-disclosure agreement. You know, I know some of y'all don't like Omarosa, but I really do believe this, girl. I think Omarosa is one of the smartest people in the world, period. Oh, I'll say this much. She's one of the most smartest people I've ever seen come across my screen. Omarosa is smart as hell. Omarosa really could run this goddamn world if she used her smarts for, I was about to say use her smarts for evil. If she used her intelligence for good. I have seen Omarosa on TV, like, just boom, 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 boom. The woman is smart as hell. Like, Omarosa is so smart that I would be intimidated to even just like be in a room with her because I just wouldn't know what to say. Like, this bitch is smart. Girl, but she's also the type of person that I would want to be around because she's so smart. And I feel like anybody could learn so much from Omarosa. You might have to tweak it because, Omarosa gonna go where the money reside, okay? That's what Omarosa problem was. But another thing I want to say too, that I'm getting off of here because I need to go to my leasing office, is I hate the fact, and I don't want to bring this up, but I hate the fact that like when it comes to like the Omarosas and the Stacey Dashes and the Chrisette Michelles, how, people are so quick to throw them away, but then when it comes to the Kanye West and these other trifling ass, sorry ass niggas, girl, y'all get them chance after chance after chance after chance, because the truth of the matter is what Kanye West did, Omarosa, Stacey, Chrisette, bitch, they was all on the same team. Chrisette really was just on some really kumbaya my lord, but Stacey Dash, Omarosa, and Kanye, they was all on the same team. And for some reason, y'all find it in y'all hearts to always forgive The nickel. But girl, when it comes to these women, y'all throw them in the river, and girl, you don't want to never hear from them again. Y'all gonna throw them in the river, not gonna throw them no goddamn what's it called? Life vest. What's it called? Y'all know what I'm talking. Not a raptor, girl. Not y'all not gonna call for no boat for them or nothing. It's bitches. The hoes make it out. The hoes make it out. And if I got anything to do with it, girl, they ain't gonna make it out. I'm not saying that Omarosa, wasn't trifling for doing what she was doing, because it sounds like Omarosa is motivated by money. Nah, that's a bad trait to have. But that's what it sounds like. But girl, a lot of the girls are. Anyways, shout out to Omarosa. I'll talk to y'all girls later. Bye.